Take a moment to look around this room. You see people from different cities, different states, and different countries. Places like the Bay Area, New York, or even Texas are a crossroads of the world. But how often do we really see what that means? What it means for a person to get here, the sacrifice behind each face, the real value behind diversity. My name is Bat-Orgil, and I'm an international student from Mongolia, the land of the eternal blue sky. Coming from a place where diversity is less prevalent compared to the US, I had no clue what my first abroad experience was about to teach me. But one thing for sure, I yearned to explore. I came to America to study, to grow, and to see the world, to meet new people from different cultures and learn about them. But obviously, that came with lots of challenges. You see, when I think about my journey coming here, I don't just look back on my acceptance letter. I think about the day my visa was approved. A small sticker in my passport, a 20-second interaction at the embassy. It was a big day. It was a silent acknowledgement of the sacrifices my parents made. And that was the first time I had seen my mom cry tears of happiness. I know, aw. And the second time was when I was at the airport ready to leave. And it's a feeling I know many of my international peers can understand, because we all carry the similar weight of hope and the similar weight of fear. But when I got here, those feelings and emotions multiplied, and one emotion became prominent: confusion. Oh boy. I mean, not to be dramatic, but I'm from literally the other side of the world, so it was like stepping into a different dimension in slow motion. And you don't realize how different things are until you actually start to pay attention. To me, it was about being in the moment, being in the present enough to question my environment. I had so many questions that would never even cross my mind when I was so lost in the Hollywood version of America. Like, why did a single sandwich cost $20? And why are things so much bigger here? Like the water bottles, it's bigger than y'all's heads. And I still don't get American coins. I mean, I just hand over the silver ones and hope I'm not paying $10 for gum. I tried to adjust quickly, worrying whether my expression was warm enough for the people here. I smiled a lot. I nodded, even when I didn't understand, mostly with slangs and, different accents. But underneath all of that, I felt a little out of place. I thought adjustment was just about languages and grades or homework until I met other international students. At Menlo, a place where 25% of the student body comes from outside the United States, I realized we were all doing the same thing. We were all collecting data: how long to hold a smile, which jokes landed and which ones didn't. Every interaction felt like field work. We came here in America to chase our dreams, but we were also decoding a culture, one expression at a time. We weren't just trying to survive college, we were translating our entire lives every day. And this was a turning point for me. Suddenly, confusion turned into curiosity. How each person was carrying their own version of home, stitched into their clothes, their own way of saying hello, and how someone's accent softened when they left. They gave me comfort. We were all bonding over the shared turbulence of landing in a new culture. I remember visiting Half Moon Bay Beach last year. And as someone from a landlocked country, that was the first time I had ever seen the ocean. And it was an amazing day. The waves looked soft from afar, but up close, they had this quiet strength to them. The wind felt different, and the horizon felt bigger. And the smell was a little bit more fishier than I imagined. I remember I was there with my German friends, and a beach was a little bit more familiar to them. They went straight to the water, took pictures, and talked about the weather. Meanwhile, I stood there a little longer, letting myself fully take in what was something completely new to me. And it also made me think about my classmates and my peers who are from literal islands, people who grew up at the ocean the same way I grew up at the mountains. What was overwhelming to me was simply a part of their everyday world. And in the same way, the ocean is a part of their everyday life. There are things that feel just as natural to me that aren't natural to many, like the Mongolian open steppe. The sky so wide, it's stretched with no limits. When you visit your grandparents in the countryside and your grandma cooks you tuveng, those feelings. And the stark of experiences, these perspectives, really made me reflect. Suddenly, I had this surge of gratitude. It showed me that gratitude depends on perspective. What feels ordinary to someone can be somebody else's first wonder. And I began to value these small but quiet moments of our lives that we simply gloss over. Like when my Singaporean friend shared his noodles with me, when I celebrated Christmas at my American friend's house for the first time. It's in the way someone asks, "How do you say that in your language?" When people attempted to pronounce my name correctly. Emphasis on the attempted. It's in these little moments that greatness quietly shows up. And when you catch it, you have to value it. You have to catch it and you have to value it. It is the gift we get every day. It's about recognizing the extraordinary in the simple ordinary. So, my lesson from my experience abroad, it taught me that diversity actually teaches you gratitude. It's not just about different cultures, it's about different ways of appreciating life. And so, I invite all of us to slow down and look around. Look around this room. Look at the person to your left, to your right, and to your back and to your front, to appreciate the people we walk past every single day, to share meals, to share conversations, to notice the things that are beyond the obvious. Because if we do, we don't just learn, we grow together. Thank you.